Hello, thank you so much for coming back. This is Joanna, also known as Joanna the Medium. I am going to have this intro be very short because they're pretty boring when they're too long. So first and foremost, I want to thank each and every one of you for making 2016 one of the best years for me as far as my spiritual work goes. If it wasn't for you, the YouTube channel, I wouldn't be where I am today. And it is, like I said, one of the most incredible years for me as far as my spiritual work. So thank you, each and every one of you. These are going to be readings, of course, general readings. If you would like a personal reading, that information is right down below. Thank you, each and every one of you who have purchased readings from me in 2016. I hope that you like them, and I look forward to speaking to you again in 2017. For those of you who wish to purchase a reading, thank you for considering me, because there are many, many wonderful readers or mediums out there. Many changes in 2017. It is a year of new beginnings, and from what I remember of the 12 signs, they're quite substantial for most, if not all of the signs, but they're good changes. These are changes that are going to be very good for most of you, if not all of you. Of course, if you would like to listen to your moon sign or rising sign because your sun sign does not resonate, I hear from you that it happens a lot and it's actually very helpful. Also, my readings tend to not make much sense at the beginning of each month, but they make a lot of sense towards the end of the month, and I have been hearing that from you for quite some time, so also consider that. And very quickly, I am doing 2017 6-month projection videos. They will be posted in the next 2 weeks. I will do a video on the links, or with the links to that. They will be available for purchase for a very small fee. So that's coming up very shortly. And I also have my own radio show starting in March. So if you would like me to discuss certain topics or interview certain individuals, by all means, send me an email, or I will probably be doing sometimes free readings live. That will be information will also be posted. Bottom line is, if you would like to see something or hear something, by all means send me that information and I will take it all into consideration, because I will be starting from scratch. Anyway, I think that's all I want to leave with you. It's already past 2 minutes. So I look forward to seeing you in February. Thank you so much again for watching. And if you wish to speak with me personally, that information is down below. And without further ado, here are your readings for January 2017. Hello and welcome back. This is going to be a general reading for the sign of Scorpio. I have 3 cards laid down, just like always, and I will tune in and channel a message first, and we'll go then with the cards. This is January 2017. I can't believe it's January 2017. Where did the year go? Okay. Opportunities outside of the norm exist and are very near. What this is showing me is that in a very near future, and I want to say as early as March, even though this is a January reading, there will be plenty, the word plenty is underlined, opportunities for you to choose from regarding work, career, or in the arena of how you make money or how you make a living or how you acquire money. These opportunities seem to be coming out of nowhere. Now, what this is showing me is that you have been working on establishing yourself and your goals regarding finances, financial matters, work, career opportunities, another building yourself. And as a result, these opportunities will be coming to you. However, even though you have been working on them for quite some time, and I'm seeing the number 5, this could be 5 weeks or 5 months or as long as 5 years, though I do want to say 5 months and 5 weeks being the most prominent time frame. Though you have been working on yourself and on these opportunities, whatever is coming to you seems to come as a surprise. It is as if you are not expecting where it comes from, or you are not expecting the grandness or the enormity of the opportunity that is going to be presented to you. Now, I said the word opportunity, and I'm being corrected. I have to say the word opportunities. So there is going to be more than one, and I'm seeing number 2 and or 3. So for those of you who are looking for change in jobs or careers, or if you are looking for new opportunities to make money, finances, anything that connects with acquiring wealth, money, finances, coins, or paper bills, there seems to be a draw towards opportunities being presented to you. I don't know why I said the word draw. He asked me to use that word. Sometimes I say things I don't even know why. But to you, apparently, it makes perfect sense. So, what I'm being shown is to say that whenever this comes to you, first of all, we're only in January, and for whatever reason, it is important for you to know that these opportunities are coming to you in or around the month of March/April, around spring. I'm being connected with this to December. So this can potentially mean that you have started the process in December, or somehow there is a connection because these opportunities are being rooted or grounded in the month of December. And this could be gazillion explanations why, so I'm not going to go into it. But for those of you who understand or who get this, you will understand the concept of it being, or the significance of it being grounded or rooted in the month of December. This can also signify that you started the process early in December, and looking at this in January, this was a time frame of 5 weeks where you started to look for new opportunities. Anyway, I'm going to move on because I feel like I'm beating a dead horse a little bit here. He's saying to me that these opportunities don't, even though they will feel like they're coming out of nowhere, they're really not. And you're being asked to really focus and pay attention to the hard work that you have done in order to achieve what is coming to you. I have to see why this is so important. He's saying to me, you need to acknowledge and understand the significance of how you arrived or how you will arrive at your chosen destination. In other words, if a new career, brand new job, or something regarding acquire money is a destination for you, it's something you're working towards, there is something very specific that you are doing in order to arrive at that destination. And he's pointing to my head. This always tells me that whatever it is that you're doing has a lot to do with your mind. Now, for some of you, or probably most of you, all of you, I would assume, would say, well, of course it starts in the mind, but that's not what's being said here. What's being said here is that for those of you who have started to pay particular attention to your thoughts, your ideas, how you view the world, how you changed your thought patterns, how you changed or are working on changing your belief system, that is what's being addressed. And it is important for you, he says it's critically important for you to understand what it is that you're doing that will lead you to your chosen destination, because the change that you are making right now, or the change that you are undergoing, is something that is going to not only qualify you for what's coming next, but also the process is going to be repeatable. What this means is, and I'm going to give you an example. If some of you have decided in December or some months ago to change the way you perceive the world, to change from, for example, being negative to work really on starting to be more positive. If you have started a process of paying attention to your thoughts, paying attention to you say to yourself, paying attention to you say about the world in general, that process and that change is going to have tremendous and significant impact on where you're going, not only in the near future, but also down the road. So the process is repeatable, meaning if you keep doing what you're doing, you can always achieve the same result going forward. Now, I'm being shown river for some and crossing over a bridge. I don't know what this means. For some of you, maybe you will be crossing a bridge or crossing a river over a bridge because you will be moving to a new job and that will require you to cross over the bridge. Some of you will be changing residence, whether as a result of a new job or just because you will be changing residence and it's going to put you over the bridge or over the water. I'm also seeing the name of New York, city of New York. For some of you, you are looking or will be moving from city of New York to more of the outskirts of New York City. And New York City is being shown to me most prominently. I also see and hear the word Boston, okay? For some of you live in Boston and you will be crossing over the water. Interestingly enough, this could be Canada. For some of you, maybe you're living in Canada and you will be going to Boston or something. Boston seems to be shown to me as a destination on a map, geographically speaking. And this is apparently very significant. For some of you, you are working on getting, I'm being shown someone on the phone talking, and phone basically says to me it's communication. It doesn't have to be on the phone. It could be on a computer, it could be Skype. But you're talking to somebody overseas and you are either working on a deal overseas, or you are working to relocate overseas and you are checking out or prospecting jobs, careers, etc., because you are thinking of moving. Okay, for some of you, you are moving back home. This could be that you're moving back home with your parents, or you're moving back home to your city or to your province or state, or even to your home country. Okay, for some of you, opportunities exist at home. That's what I'm being asked. But again, at home could be explained in different ways. So for those of you who this will make sense, you will understand right away what's being said. And if it's not making sense now, it will make sense to you either by the end of January, but most certainly towards the end of spring. But I'm being drawn towards March and April. Could go as far as May, but I'm saying spring. Now, I want to ask why this is important for you to know, because, well, a few months away, and this is supposed to be a January reading. And he's saying to me, because they've been working on this for a while and not all is lost. So for some of you, you may have lost hope. You may have not seen the return on your investment, and this could be working on it or investment financially. Not all is lost is what's being said. So the reason why this is coming up now, it's to let you know, hey, just because you're not seeing results now, it will be coming to you, and hence why I believe he's saying it's going to seem like it's out of the blue. It's almost like you're working on something, nothing. You kind of go, oh, it's not going to work. And then boom, there it is. Okay. And he says, yes, not all is lost, or not all hope is lost. So that's the channeling part. I'm trying to see if there is anything. No, this seems to be career oriented. Okay. So very interesting, because I did a sign yesterday, and I am recording this towards the end of December or somewhere middle of December. And the other sign message was completely opposite, because it was all love. So it's interesting how this is starting to look for January. Now let's go with the cards. First card representing your past, your experiences that have led you to where you are today. And remember, I always hope that the channeled message coincides with the cards, but it isn't always necessarily so. So for some of you, the channeled part will make sense, but the cards will make sense, and vice versa. So we have the card called Positive Movement Forward. This is showing me, first of all, to me, 8 is a stable number. It is foundation. This is to do with career, money. This is an earth element or earth energy. In traditional tarot deck, it is 8 of Pentacles. You see this boat moving forward towards a sunny sky, signifying all is clear. This is showing me that you have done tremendous work with regards to building a strong foundation for what is to come. Yes, this could be relationships, but I'm being drawn more towards career sector. So for most of you, this is going to be career. For some of you, this will signify relationship and health or health. But I believe for a significant portion of you, this is about career. So this is basically saying you've done a lot of good work and solid work you've put in solid effort in order to build a very firm foundation. That's your past. Now your present is Magician in a traditional tarot deck, card number 1, Major Arcana, which is a significant message. I'm going to show it to you upright. So awareness, new beginnings. What do magicians do? Magicians create, seemingly out of nowhere. Magicians simply create. But because this card is shown, and this is what's going on within you. This is not your outside world. This is you. This is what's happening within you, your energy, your soul, your spirit, if you want. Because it's shown to me in reverse, I'm hearing the word stagnant. Hence, this card in a current position, or what's happening right now, signifies that you're not feeling all that excited about what's going on. You would prefer to be here. You would prefer to start new. You would prefer to start creating, but it's not happening. So it's very interesting, because the message that preceded the cards was talking about how nothing might be happening right now, but something will be happening down the road. And I believe why the message came earlier is to give you the heads up, not to lose faith and not to lose hope. Sometimes, especially when we change our thinking, the physical aspect of our creation takes time in order to become solid or solidify. As all of you know, thoughts create reality. Without a thought, nothing is possible. Every thought, propelled by an emotion, eventually creates a solid physical aspect of something. Okay, so this is basically saying that things are not really things are not moving. They're kind of stuck, but that's okay, because that's why they asked you to remember things are happening. They will be happening. Now, the next card, I'm going to ask if it's to be advice or probable outcome. He's asking me to go with advice first, though it could also be probable outcome. So let's look at advice. So the card is called, again, money card, physical aspect, earth energy, choices, decisions, movement. Okay, 2 stands for building, stands for decisions, stands for making choices. But it's in reverse. In reverse, this is saying to me as an advice that, and also as an advice pertaining to what's coming. You will most likely feel that things are not moving forward at all. You may feel stuck. You may feel like you are losing hope. You may also feel that you have no choices. This card represents, see these different doors? They represent different aspects of our life. So spiritual, emotions, physical, creativity, all of this person is standing outside of these doors and he's choosing. He's looking, he's choosing, he's trying to figure out what he wants. In reverse, this card is saying to me that it may feel like there are no choices available to you. So as an advice card, what this is saying is most likely this is what it's going to feel like for a while. But please remember the message that came before the cards. Not all is lost. There is hope. Something will transpire towards spring, towards the month of March. So if you feel stuck, as you do, because that's what's being shown, you will probably feel so for a little while. And it may very well feel that way for the month of January. You may feel you have done a lot of work, but you are not getting the return on your investment, if you will. An investment could signify financial investment or emotional and intellectual investment. Bear in mind that these things take some time. Therefore, the advice is here not to let your doubts come into play too early. Okay? There seems to be a definite, almost like a stall. Now, he's just reminding me, and please check this out because as you know, I am completely inept when it comes to astrology. Well, not completely, but pretty close to it. I believe that some Mercury is in retrograde. Correct me if I'm wrong, please let me know. But I believe it is starting somewhere in the middle of December, and I think it ends somewhere in the middle of January, and then it has the shadow period, whatever it's called. So it could also be that's why things are not moving forward, because communication seems to be kind of stalled or stuck when Mercury is in retrograde. So have hope and have faith. Whatever you have been working on with your mind, please keep doing so. Just because you do not see your results right away does not mean and does not signify they will not happen a little bit later on. Okay? And the lesson here, if you will, even though I don't believe in the word lesson because that basically signifies we're not getting something. But the experience here is to basically feel comfortable or try to feel comfortable in a place where it's uncomfortable. In other words, if it feels uncomfortable because nothing is happening, you kind of have no choice. You have to accept it. Don't fight it. Don't try to fix it. Obviously, do your due diligence, do what you have to do. But it's going to feel a little bit like it's not firm foundation. Your job here, if you will, is to accept it because you're supposed to go through this experience. However, this experience does not signify that's how it's going to be for the rest of your life or for the rest whatever. It simply means it's a momentary pause. Pause signifies pause. It's not an end. Momentary pause that will eventually go back to movement again. Momentary pause, and momentary is being underlined. Again, he says have faith. I'm being shown the number 7. I was also being shown the number 3 and the number 19 at the very beginning of when I was channeling the message. I also wrote number 5. I don't know if that came earlier or before, but if any of these numbers make sense to you in whatever capacity, this message will hit home, if you will, a little bit stronger or more strongly. I hope this made sense. I feel that's all I have for you for January, even though it's stretching to March. I look forward to seeing your comments if you would like to do so, if you're inspired to do so. Bear in mind, this is a general reading and will not apply to everybody. It would be impossible. Thousands of you watch this. If it doesn't make sense this time around, listen to your other signs as they may offer you more clarity or more pieces to the puzzle. Until the month of February, I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful January. Stay safe, and I will see you soon. Bye.